Good morning, friends. Thanks for joining me for Crafty Storytime today. I hope you've had a really good week so far. So today we're going to talk about dinosaurs. So I have a book about a dinosaur, I have a couple songs about dinosaurs, and then we're going to make at the end this cute little dinosaur craft, which is also a card. So if you didn't pick up your craft kit yet at the library, that's okay. I'm going to leave them out over the weekend, so you can stop in and pick them up then. And if you did pick up your craft, then you can make the craft along with me after story time. All right, so let's get started with zoom, zoom, zoom. Here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Very good, let's do it one more time, you ready? Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Very good job. All right, so next we have a dinosaur rhyme. So can you put up your 5 fingers like this? These are your 5 enormous dinosaurs. So it goes like this. 5 enormous dinosaurs letting out a roar. 1 went away, and then there were 4. 4 enormous dinosaurs munching on a tree. 1 went away, and then there were 3. Very good. 3 enormous dinosaurs didn't know what to do. 1 went away, and then there were 2. 2 enormous dinosaurs having lots of fun. 1 went away, and that left 1. 1 enormous dinosaur afraid to be a hero. She ran away, and that left 0. Very good. So that's our 5 enormous dinosaurs. Okay, so let's read our story for today. So this is called Tiny T-Rex and the Impossible Hug. So this one's by Jonathan Stutzman, illustrated by Jay Fleck, and I'm reading it with permission from Chronicle Books. All right. Hello, Pointy. Are you okay? No, today I feel sad. I do not want to play. Tiny T-Rex and the Impossible Hug. And he has a list here. It says, how to make a friend feel better. Cake, smiles, hugs, tacos, and jokes. And he circled hugs. I have tiny arms. It is very difficult to hug with tiny arms. Each day I am growing taller, but my arms are still tiny. Hugging almost seems impossible for a Rex as tiny as me, but I will try anyway. Pointy needs me. Where is my father? I will ask him for advice. Hello, Father. Rexes are thinkers, not huggers. Perhaps instead of hugs, mathematics might be the answer to your problem. So he has a formula for happiness, and he's measuring a T-Rex's head. Pointy does not like math. Math will only make Pointy feel worse. Hello, Auntie Junip. I have a problem. I must learn how to hug, but my arms are too tiny. I have found that balance is the key to every problem. Balance and freshly squeezed cucumber juice. That is disgusting. I will ask my mother for help instead. I have fallen, and now I am lost. I do not think I will find my mother in here. Hello, Mother. It's okay if you can't hug, Tiny. You are good at many other things. You are kind and creative and braver than most. You are tiny, but your heart is big. I cannot hug with my heart, Mother. I must learn to hug with my arms. Hello, sister. Hello, brother. Please help me. Hugging is very difficult. We'd love to help, Tiny. To do the impossible, you must plan and practice. Practice, bonk, practice, plunk, practice. Thank you, Trixie and Rory. That is good advice. Wham! He hits the ping pong ball. I will plan my strategy. So he's drawing all kinds of different things he could do on the blackboard. Looks like he's shooting himself out of a cannon, maybe jumping, riding a unicycle. I wonder if any of these plans will work. I will get stronger. I will practice very hard. I will practice my hugs on everything. He's hugging a ball, a book, a flower. Uh-oh, the ice cream looks like he had a little trouble hugging. I will not practice on that anymore. He hugged a cactus and he got all spiky from it. That would probably hurt. I am almost ready. I will practice one more time. When I am done, I will find my friend. This tree is very big like Pointy. I will hug it. This is not a tree. I have made a mistake. Please help. From up here, everything looks tiny like me. I could hug anything I wanted. What did the tree end up being? Another dinosaur, a pterodactyl? Now I am falling. I should not have let go. Now I will never find Pointy. Hello, Pointy. Hello, Tiny. I am here to make you feel better. I have practiced very hard and hugged many things. My arms are still tiny and my hugs are still tiny, but I will do my very best because you are my very best friend. Thank you, Tiny. That was the biggest hug ever. So that's Tiny T-Rex and the Impossible Hug. Just because he has tiny arms doesn't mean he can't give the biggest hug. He put so much effort into making sure he could hug his friend that I think it meant more than any other hug. So I really like that story. Okay, so let's sing Dino Ditty. Goes like this. Here they come, just a-stomping on their feet, singing Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. Looking all around for something good to eat, singing Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. They're big, they're strong, they're big, they're strong, won't be hungry very long. Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. Very good job. Let's sing it one more time. You ready? Here they come, just a-stomping on their feet, singing Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. Looking all around for something good to eat, singing Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. They're big, they're strong, they're big, they're strong, won't be hungry very long. Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. Dino Ditty, ditty dum ditty do. Very good job, friends. All right, so that's the dinosaur story time I had planned for today. I think now we should make our dinosaur craft. So let me move my stuff out of the way. I'll move back a little bit. Okay. So now's time to get out your craft kit if you picked one up at the library. And like I said, if you didn't pick one up, that's okay. This video will still be up. If you want to stop in and get your craft kit this weekend, I think I'm going to leave it up until Tuesday. So give us a call. We can bring it out for curbside, or if you want to stop in, we can do that too. Okay, so this is what we're making. It's a dinosaur handprint card, and if you open it up, you can write a little message. So in mine I wrote, "I think you're dynamite." You can write whatever you want. Okay, so you should have your instruction sheet. You should have this little head template, which I got from this very helpful website. They have all kinds of cool crafts on there. You should have a piece of cardstock. The one I have is this green color. There are all kinds of different colors, so whatever you ended up with is going to look great. You should have 2 googly eyes, and then you should have some heart foam stickers to decorate. And then you'll also need tape or glue. I brought tape just because it's hard to wait for the glue to dry. You should have a pair of scissors, and then I brought in a pencil and a marker. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to take your cardstock and you're going to fold it in half widthwise like this. So you have 2 halves like that. Okay? And now you're going to trace your handprint. And what I would do is I would make sure you trace it far enough over that you still have room for your dinosaur head. So before, what I did is I traced this small handprint because my hands are kind of big. I have very long fingers and it didn't fit all the way on the cardstock. But this handprint is probably more your size. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just trace this handprint. So go ahead and do that. You're going to want to trace it so the bottom of the hand is right near the fold in your paper. Okay? Like I said, do it over far enough so you have room left for your dinosaur's head. Alright, so tracing our handprints now. There we go. Pointer finger. And around my thumb. Okay, so, I don't know if you can see it, but there's my handprint. Okay, so you're going to want to cut this out now, but you're going to want to leave this fold intact. So if you need an adult to help you, that's okay. You just start cutting. I'm going to start around the thumb first. Go around the thumb. And then we'll go around pointer finger. And then we'll go around middle finger. Like I said, I even have a hard time cutting stuff out sometimes, so if you need a grown-up to help you, that is totally okay. Cutting out a handprint is kind of hard because it's a lot of up and down around the fingers. So here's the ring finger. And then last but not least, we have the pinky. And the pinky is going to be your dinosaur's tail. Alright, so once you get around to the end, make sure that fold is still there. So when it's done, it's going to look kind of like this. You're going to have like 2 handprints kind of like that. Okay, so that's your first step. Okay, so next you're going to take your dinosaur head template. I cut one out already just to save a little bit of time, but you're going to want to cut this out. And again, ask a grown-up for help if you need help. And so when it's done, it's going to look like this. Okay, so now you're going to take the rest of your cardstock and you're going to trace the head onto there. You don't have to worry about the fold for this one because you just need the one piece. It doesn't have to be doubled over or anything. Pretty much whatever space you have left. And the first time I did this, I almost didn't leave enough room for my dinosaur's head on the cardstock because I didn't even think about it. So I figured I would let you guys know now. It's easier if you can just trace it right on like that. Okay, so once you have that traced on, you can cut it out. Again, asking for help if you need it. Dinosaur's gonna be so cool looking. He already has a friend waiting for him, the sample that I made. All right. Okay, so once you have your head and neck cut out, you can put the extra cardstock aside. You're not going to need that anymore. All right, so here's my head. Okay, so now you're going to want to put the head onto your handprint. So I did it like this. Let me just make sure. I actually have the thumb like this. So on the sample that I made, I had the thumb as the tail. I thought it was the pinky, but I was wrong. Kind of like that. But I don't think there's really a right or wrong way of doing it. I'm going to do it that way anyway, just because it worked really well for me the first time. So you're going to take your handprint, and I'm going to use tape. Like I said, if you want to use glue, you can. I'm just using tape because I don't have to wait for it to dry. And I'm going to attach my dinosaur head onto the back of my handprint. Like that. All right, and you can still open it. So now it looks kind of more like a dinosaur, right? Okay, so next, let's see, we're gonna put our googly eyes on. So this is probably easier to do with glue, just because it's really hard to find a tiny piece of tape that will fit, but I'm still gonna use tape just so I don't have to wait for it to dry. If you wanna use glue, go ahead. So you're gonna take your googly eyes and just attach them right to the head of your dinosaur. Here's one, and two. So it's gonna look kind of like that. All right. Okay. And then using a pen or a pencil or a marker, I brought a marker in. You can just draw a little smiley or a silly smile, a silly mouth on your dinosaur. I made a little smile on mine. Right. And now you're going to take your foam stickers. You should have, I believe I put 3 in everybody's packets. Random colors, whatever I pulled out. I think they're all hearts though, so it's going to be a very happy little dinosaur with hearts on his back. So you're going to just attach the foam stickers anywhere on your dinosaur's back. And if you want to even color more on your dinosaur, if you want to draw like scales on him or little designs or something, you can do that. So there he is. All right, and then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to write a little message right inside. So I'm going to write my message. Okay, and your dinosaur is done. So I wrote in mine, "Thanks for joining me today." And now I have my dinosaur. And if you have more cardstock or some kind of paper laying around your house, you can make another one. If you had so much fun making one, you want another kit, come in the library. If we have more left, you can take them. Ask for me, I can put a kit together for you. You can make these as cards for people. Maybe if your mom really likes dinosaurs, you could do it for Mother's Day coming up, or in June is Father's Day, or maybe for someone's birthday, like an uncle or an aunt or a grandparent. So these are really fun little cards that you can make. And as usual, once you've made your dinosaur, if you want to leave a picture in the comments, I would love to see what you've made. I love seeing your creations. And I think that's it. So thank you for joining me for Crafty Storytime today. Like I said at the beginning, if you didn't get a chance to pick up your craft kit yet, that's okay. I'm going to have them out in the library for the next few days. Stop in and get one. If they're not available for some reason, you stop in, ask for me, and I should have enough supplies to throw more together, but there should be some left over. So I hope you have a really good weekend. I hope you have a really good start to your week next week, and I will talk to you very soon. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.